today we're going to talk about not ignoring the little things in your relationships. So, what do I mean by little things? I mean, these are yellow flags. These are things that aren't deal breakers, but they're probably minor annoyance. Like someone leaving the toilet seat up. You're like, you know, it bothers you, but it isn't something necessarily that you're going to end the relationships over. But the reason why I want to discuss yellow flags is because if left untreated, they can turn into red flags. How does this happen? Well, human nature is that we think we know everything and we think we're telepathic. We can read people's minds. He should know that this is wrong. She should know that I don't like this. The problem is what? Communication. It all comes back down to communication. Are you setting the necessary expectations of the relationship, of yourself, and understanding the expectations of your partner? What does that look like? That looks like you telling the person that this is what you like and this is what you don't like. This is your understanding of the situation, and this is where you need clarity. You see, one of the biggest yellow flags in a relationship is the way you want to be loved. If you look at the five love languages, some people's acts of service, words of affirmation, gift giving, quality time. These are things that people appreciate and they want to be loved this way. But let's say, for example, you have someone whose primary love language is acts of service, and this other person's primary love language is words of affirmation. You have a mismatch, which isn't bad on the surface. But let's say a trigger for this person over here is this person's primary love language. If they don't communicate, they'll never know. If they don't communicate, there's going to be disruption. If they don't communicate, when one person is expressing love to the next and vice versa, is not going to hold the same value because one person is triggered by it and the other person doesn't know. So what can we do to help resolve this? Well, we can outline to the person, this is how I would like to be loved. This is how I receive love. This is how I give out love. Then you have to understand the compatibility of it. If the person is able to meet you where you are, you have to in turn meet them where they are. It takes work on both sides. If one person is triggered by this person's primary love language, they need to work on that. They can't hold it against the next person. This is why you shouldn't ignore the little things, because the little things are these two examples where they can become big things. And if both people end up being triggered, this one from a previous relationship, this one from a misunderstanding, you have a problem. And now the problem becomes a big problem. And many times it's a problem that can't be resolved, not necessarily in the beginning, and maybe not even within the relationship. They may have to go to a coach, they may have to go to a mentor, they may have to go to a therapist. They will need to understand each other all over again because something has come up that neither party knew, because neither party communicated it. We wait too long to say what we want to say. We wait too long to share our emotions. We wait too long to tell the person that apparently we love how they can love us better or how they can continue to love us. Sometimes no improvement is needed in the strength of the love, maybe just in the consistency of the love. So, everyone out there, don't ignore the little things. Turn those yellow flags into green ones, red ones into yellow, yellow into green. The more green you have, the better the relationship. But it all comes down to how strong, how consistent your communication is when it comes to the little things.